You're not poor because you lack money. You're poor because you've fallen out of alignment with the law. You're not struggling because the world is unfair, but because you've forgotten this. Your finances are not in the hands of the government, the markets, or luck. They're in your hands, and in the hands of the divine law, you have the power to invoke. Stop blaming the economy, politics, your job, or your age. Wake up, because money doesn't respond to effort. It responds to your frequency. You can't hustle your way out of a misaligned soul. You can't fake positivity while secretly believing in lack. Just like gravity doesn't play favorites, the divine law doesn't discriminate. But if you're in sync with it, it must respond. If you're out of sync, it must reject. I'm not saying this to make you feel bad. I'm saying this to awaken the divine sovereignty within you. You are a spiritual bank. Every word you speak is a deposit or a withdrawal. Every thought you keep is either earning interest or costing you wealth. No one is punishing you, but no one can command the law on your behalf either. The universe isn't waiting for you to beg. It's waiting for you to take command. If your finances are in chaos today, it's not fate. It's a report card of the vibration you've been broadcasting. But you can rewrite that entire vibration starting right now. You can command money to flow into your life the way waves obey the moon. You can break free from the cycle of working hard, but never keeping enough, and step into the divine rhythm where the law of spirit never misses a beat. I'm not here to teach you a get-rich-quick formula. I'm here to hand you 7 divine laws older than paper money, older than banks, and still unshakably true in every era. Starting now, I invite you to rise into a new frequency, the frequency of someone who doesn't beg for money but commands it. In the next part, you'll be introduced to the very first law, the gateway to all abundance, the law of the word. And once you truly understand this law, you'll never joke about being broke again. Stay with me, because not every video can shift your money flow, but this one just might shift your entire financial identity if you're ready to obey. In this universe, nothing is more powerful than the words that come out of your mouth. Words aren't just sounds, they're energetic commands. Every word you speak is a spiritual directive sent to the vault of the universe. When you use your mouth to affirm poverty, lack, or delay, you're not being careless. You're signing a contract with the divine law. Florence Scovel Shinn wrote, "In your word is your wand." Your mouth is not a thermometer to report conditions. It is a wand to shape them. You see, we're not here to describe reality, we're here to create it. But sadly, many people go through their day saying things like, "I probably can't afford that. Money just comes and goes. I never get lucky. I'm sure I'll be rejected again." Then they wonder why nothing in their lives ever seems to change. In The Game of Life and How to Play It, Florence wrote, "Every word is a mold. An invisible substance is pouring into that mold. If you cast a mold of lack, your life will take on the shape of lack. If you cast a mold of, I am an open channel for abundance, the law must follow suit. Your words are the original blueprint. The law doesn't ask, are you kidding? The law doesn't do jokes. It only executes vibrational commands. When you say, I always run out of money by the end of the month, the law replies, confirmed. And it lines up the circumstances for you to run out. Not because it hates you, but because it's completely neutral. One of Florence's students once said I had only $2 left in my wallet. I told her, I don't know what to do with just $2. Florence smiled and said, bless those $2. See them as seeds about to bring a bountiful harvest. Then they both declared, I have a magic wallet. This wallet never runs dry. Money flows out, money flows in. My wallet is bursting with wealth, gold, silver, green bills, pink bills. I feel its weight because abundance lives here. Just days later, that woman received $6,000 as if by magic. So start turning your speech from unconscious to intentional. Instead of, I don't know how, say I am being divinely guided. Instead of I'm afraid it won't be enough, Say I am always provided for under grace and in perfect ways. Declare every morning, noon and night, I only speak what I want to see. My words are seeds, and I plant only what I'm ready to harvest. Don't say things just for fun. Don't make empty declarations. The law responds to the belief behind the words. Florence wrote words only become a wand when combined with faith. If you say, I am wealthy, but your heart trembles at the sight of a bill, the law won't respond to your lips, it responds to your true vibration. You can begin with 3 simple steps. Write down the things you often say about money. Create a vibrational contract sheet. Cross out negative statements. Replace them with affirmations like, I am always supported at the perfect time. I naturally attract wealth. My words unlock divine abundance. Say them out loud every day. Each time you speak, you're carving a channel for prosperity to flow through. There once was a wealthy woman who often joked, I'll probably end up in the poorhouse someday. And not long after, that's exactly what happened. Florence strongly warned against joking about lack. The universe doesn't distinguish between jokes and truth. It only hears you just sent out a signal, and it responds. If what you're hearing stirs something inside, you don't keep it to yourself. Share this message with friends, family, anyone stuck in the spiral of scarcity. Comment below, I choose my words to be the wand of abundance. Let your words be a witness of your vibration so our community can rise together. Because resonance creates power. Every comment, every share, every word spoken in alignment is a wave that can awaken someone else right alongside you. Now you understand, your words are the mold, the architect of your financial reality. But there's one more thing, money is not static. It's a sacred current. And unless you learn how to circulate it correctly, it gets blocked. In the next part, you'll discover the law of circulation. The secret to making money: always return every time you give with faith. Get ready. Because once you learn to circulate like a keeper of the sacred stream, you'll never fear running out again. Money is spirit in motion, and spirit only flows in the rhythm of faith. Florence Scovel Shinn, The Game of Life and How to Play It. You already know that your words create the mold, and the mold shapes your reality. But if your words are the wand, then the law of circulation is the sacred current that carries your wand's magic to the vault of abundance where all wealth awaits. No one can truly receive prosperity if they're clenching their fists, clinging to money, or shrinking in fear of loss. Florence wrote, money is not to be hoarded. It is to be released in faith and returned in glory. Picture holding a stream of water in your hand. If you try to grasp it too tightly, it slips away. But if you open your palm, the flow continues and is even replenished. Money works the same way. But we were taught to hold on. We worry, if I give what, if I don't get it back? And that very question becomes the lock that stops the flow. Those who fear running out often say, I need to save just in case something bad happens. I can't afford to spend right now. I better hold on tight. You never know what's coming. But holding on out of fear, holding on with a plan. When you cling to money with the vibration of, I'm scared, you're teaching the universe that you don't believe it will return. And the universe, loyal as gravity, obeys. Florence said, you cannot give with guilt, fear, or pity. You must give with faith and dignity. Some hear circulation and think, so just spend freely. No, Florence made it clear, circulation is not reckless spending. It's intentional action paired with spoken command. When you give, invest, or spend, declare, I release this resource as part of the flow of prosperity. It returns to me multiplied under grace and in perfect ways. Don't give because you fear losing. Give because you know you can never truly lack. Here's where many people unknowingly block the flow. Hoping sounds like I hope the money comes back. I wish it would. That's the energy of doubt and dependency. Assuming sounds like money always comes back because that's the law. That's the energy of power and certainty. Florence called this obedience from within. You can't expect miracles while vibrating with anxiety. when you assume you live as if you already received. You don't need proof because you are the proof. Florence wrote, "In your word is your wand." Each time you give away money without saying anything, you miss an opportunity to cast a spell. So say things like, "This dollar opens doors no one can shut. I give from fullness. I receive in peace. This money returns tenfold in grace in the best possible way." One student shared, "I used to panic every time a bill came. Then I began blessing my bills, saying, 'This proves I have the power to live you services and contribute.' Within a few months, not only was I debt-free, I had extra to spare. The key, not working harder, but circulating with gratitude and spoken intention. If you're ready, I invite you on a journey. For the next 7 days, give something daily money praise time, and always pair it with a clear declaration. Share it in the comments. Today I gave Haukas, and I declare Hauts. Comment so others can see. Because when we resonate together, we push the flow faster, wider, stronger. Now you see, speaking without belief, no results. Believing without action, still stuck. Giving without declaring, no cycle created. But there's a higher level still, living as if what you desire has already happened. That's not pretending, it's divine assuming. In the next part, you'll discover the law of assumption, how to think, feel, and act like someone who is fully provided for. And when you live that way, money won't be able to stay away. You can only receive what your inner identity is willing to hold. Florence Scovel Shinn, The Game of Life and How to Play It. The world you see is just a mirror of the world within. If you're sowing beliefs like, "I'm not enough" or "I don't deserve it," then don't be surprised when life reflects exactly what you've planted inside. Imagine you're an actor playing the role of wealthy and successful. On the outside, you perform the part, but deep down, you're still carrying fear, lack, and smallness. What happens? The role breaks apart, and the truth comes out. Joy, abundance, financial stability. None of these can hold if the core of your character still chokes you from the inside. Florence called this identity suffocation, when you're trying to perform but can't breathe under the dust of false labels. In The Secret Door to Success, Florence shares the story of a woman. She had been ridiculed, dismissed, always living in the shadows of self-doubt. But one day, she stood before a mirror, looked herself in the eyes and said, "I am worthy of my gifts. I am a channel of glorious blessings." And then she worked every day as if that were already true. Amazingly, just weeks later, opportunities, relationships, and money poured in like a rushing stream. That wasn't luck, that was the law of identity in motion. Step 1. Acknowledge your current identity, your starting point. First ask yourself, what have I been saying about me? I'm not smart enough. I'm just not good with money. I don't deserve financial freedom. Write it down, look at it, see it clearly. Step 2. Destroy the old scripts. Commit to a new identity. Florence said, "When you burn your old contract with poverty, you sign a new one with prosperity." You can create a simple ritual. Write your limiting beliefs on paper. Read aloud, "I release myself from the words of my past." Then tear or burn the paper safely. Now write new affirmations. I am a vessel for abundant flow. I am worthy. I am enough. I thrive under spiritual law. Step 3. Reinforce with daily words and action. Don't just say it, live it. Every day face the mirror and speak, "I am power. I am value. I am worthy of wealth flowing to me." Use the mornings, the evenings, any moment you need reminding. Act as that identity. If you believe you're worthy, you invest in yourself. Books Growth Coaching. You don't fear rejection because you know better is meant for you. You don't hesitate because you become someone who already deserves more. When your identity changes, the universe's response to you changes. People sense something new in you. Opportunities you once wished for start appearing. Why? Because you've become the vibration of what you desire from the inside out. If this message hits you deep, comment right now, "I commit, I am a channel of wealth." Share that affirmation, because when we align together, we amplify the field. Every comment is a broadcast, calling others watching in silence, inviting them to step into their wealth identity too. Now you've understood that your words shape your reality law. 1. Learn that money must circulate through faith and declaration. Law 2. And uncovered that identity must match abundance. Law 3. But there's a deeper level still, the law of obedience, the foundation that makes all the other laws, not just concepts, but a lived rhythm. In the next part, you'll discover what obedience means in practical spirituality, how to develop the seriousness of the heart where your actions match your words. Stay with me because your transformation is far from over. Obedience is simply the next step on the 7-law journey, and you're right on track. Obedience is not submission. It is a rhythm of action, a consistency in spiritual frequency. Florence Scovel Shinn. Your word is your wand. So far, you've walked through the law of the word, shaping your destiny through speech, the law of circulation, creating flow through faithful giving, the law of identity, becoming the one worthy of financial abundance. Now comes the 4th pillar, the law of obedience, the foundation that turns these truths from concepts into lived, embodied rhythms. Unlike arrogance, obedience is about deep listening and inner loyalty to the soul's instruction. Florence explains obedience is receiving the divine directive from within and carrying it out with consistency. It's not just say it, believe it, or act rich. It's choosing to follow through every day, even when there's no result yet, even if others don't understand why you're doing it. Here's a 7-day journal rhythm you can apply. Morning, anchor the law into your mind. Begin the habit of feeling your alignment. Upon waking, before opening your eyes, whisper, "The law flows through me. I move in the rhythm of abundance." Then confirm with writing, "Today I obey the law, my words, my giving, my identity, my flow." This brings your mind and body into sync, grounding your vibration into conscious action. Midday, block out the offbeat frequencies. React with alignment when doubt, comparison, or hesitation arise. Say aloud, "I obey the law. I am a channel of what's right. I return to divine frequency." Mini ritual. Let's say you hesitate to invest in your growth. Ask, "Am I obeying fear or circulation?" Then act, even if it's $1 to someone in need. The key is tangible action. Evening, seal the day with reflection journal, these prompts. How did I obey the law today? What did that help me live or feel? What frequency do I sense in myself now? Then speak this aloud as a mini-ceremony. "I delight in this obedience. I understand it's not heaven that changes, it's me." The law of obedience leaves no one behind. Repetition, whether it's affirming, giving, or releasing old beliefs, becomes spiritual ignition. Without obedience, the laws remain nice ideas, easily forgotten, easily dissolved. No obedience, no activation. And sweet words don't transform lives. Florence. Comment today, "I obeyed the law" by loud. Your share will create a chain of vibrational energy. Remind others and yourself that you're not alone. Activate courage in those still hesitating. A true community grows from real action, not empty talk. You've already spoken with power, unleashed the flow, anchored a new identity, and now you're walking in aligned action. The final step, bringing it all together into your personal rhythm of power where mornings become your law identity, middays keep you on course, evenings connect your actions with your vibration. In the next part, you'll be introduced to the 7-day journey to living all 7 laws. A clear daily structure, step-by-step examples, templates for affirmations, actions, and journaling, and most importantly, how to keep the rhythm alive beyond just 7 days so it becomes your way of life. You've now grasped the deep spiritual principles of the 7 divine laws. Through the first 4 parts, you've likely felt energy shifting within you. But understanding alone isn't enough. You need a real grounded path to turn theory into transformation. Join me now in this 7-day journey to living the laws of vibration through 3 simple steps each day. Morning declaration. Choose and speak the law you'll embody today. Midday action. A tangible step that activates the law. Evening journal. Reflect and record the vibration you experienced. Day 1. The law of the word. Morning declaration. My words today are a creative wand. I only speak what I want to see. Midday action. Write down at least 3 negative phrases you've said. Replace them immediately with affirmations. If you said I'm broke, replace it with I am a channel of abundance. Evening journal. What did I say today? How did I feel speaking affirmations? Any shift in awareness or attitude? Day 2. The law of circulation morning declaration. Every dollar I release today will return multiplied under grace. Midday action. Give $1 or a small bill to someone, or donate to a cause you believe in. Whisper. This is an investment into life. Evening journal. What did I give? How did I feel? Giving it fear, joy other. Do I truly believe it will return? Day 3. The law of assumption. Morning declaration. I live today as if financial abundance is already real. Midday action. Do what a wealthy version of you would do. Dress with intention. Look in the mirror with pride, or invest in knowledge. Evening journal. What did I assume today? How did others react? How did I feel living that assumption? Day 4. The law of tithing with the word. Morning declaration. I give and declare. This money returns tenfold in the most perfect way. Midday action. Tithe 1 to 10% of income today with gratitude and a clear spoken declaration. Evening journal. What did I tithe? What did I declare with it? How did I feel when giving it away? Day 5. The law of agreement morning declaration. I break all contracts with lack. I now agree with divine abundance. Midday action. Right. I break every limiting belief about money. Fold it and carry it close. Speak it aloud. Evening journal. What limiting agreement did I break today? Did I feel liberated or hesitant? Day 6. The law of identity morning declaration. I am the divine channel of sacred wealth. Midday action. Stand in front of a mirror, hand over heart, and say, I am worthy, I am enough, I am the faucet of glory. Evening journal. How did I feel in this identity? Did anyone notice a shift in me? Day 7. The law of obedience morning declaration. I walk in rhythm with all 7 laws through simple acts each day. Midday action. In your journal write today, I fulfilled all 7 declarations. If you forgot any, catch up and declare again. Evening journal. Did I walk fully in the laws today? Which law was easiest to forget? How deeply do I trust this path? You now have a clear map to live the 7 laws not just once but over and over again. But you don't have to do it alone. Comment below, I'm starting the 7-day law journey. My day, Dao, was al-Alhauth. By sharing you, send out a powerful ripple of energy. Encourage others to walk the path with you. Solidify your own commitment. When you write, you commit. When you read, you absorb vibration. When you align with others, you become unshakable. This 7-day journey is only the beginning. You can become the one who lives all 7 laws, not just in videos, but in every moment. The one who shares their journey, amplifying transformation in your community. The one who coaches themselves, keeping their spiritual rhythm steady and strong. In the next section, you'll discover integration for life, how to make the 7 laws your lasting lifestyle. A system for reminders, apps, texts, how to build your vibrational ecosystem books, allies meditation, real-life stories from people who've lived these laws for months, even years. But for now, if you're ready, start day 1 and don't forget to declare, I commit to the 7-day journey. Today is day 1, and I choose an gap. You are not alone, your soul has been summoned. Now comes the time for action connection and living each day as a witness of the 7 divine laws. Each person is a speaking wand. When you speak in alignment with the law, the whole universe must obey. Florence Scovel Shinn, The Power of the Spoken Word. You've walked with me through a sacred journey, from mastering your words, unlocking the flow of circulation, reclaiming your true identity, to grounding the laws through real daily action. You didn't just listen, you resonated. You didn't just learn, you've become someone who lives by the law. And if you're wondering what now, I invite you, don't rush off. Sit with yourself for just a moment. Let your heart whisper, I'm ready to live fully. I am already vibrating at the level of abundance. This video is not a goodbye. It's an activation portal. You don't need to binge more content to know more. What you need was planted back in part 1. Your vibration has shifted. From now on, every morning you rise, you'll know how to speak only what you want to see. Live as if it's already yours. See money through the lens of spirit. Comment below this video, I've chosen to live by the law, da'is or im on day, da'is of my 7-day law journey. When you write, it's recorded by the law. When you declare, the law confirms. When you connect, the law sends companions. I don't ask you to subscribe just for numbers. I ask you to return whenever your vibration falls out of rhythm. And when it does open this channel, replay this video and remember, this is your soul's home. This is the rhythm you've always known. This is where you begin again daily, not with pressure, but with remembrance. If you feel awakened, mark it with 3 actions. Comment declare where you are in your journey. Subscribe so you don't lose your own vibration. Share plant this vibration in someone else's life. If you choose to return, I promise every video that follows will never make you feel anxious, never tell you you're not enough, never turn you into a success chaser. Every video will be a melody for your soul to harmonize with, a window to remember who you truly are, a vibrational lever to help you reset to the frequency of prosperity. And if something in your heart feels different right now, remember, you don't have to wait for life to change. You only need to change your frequency. See you in the next video, where we don't just learn the law, we live the law.